Hello everybody. Thank you for coming back for another video. I thought I would do I told you, I talked about it in the last video, I think, that I would show you what I'm using for my planner, my planner camper stuff. I should have had my old one. My old one was a spiral notebook. And you know what spiral notebooks look like. Let me grab one and I'll show you. Okay. Here is, take this off. I don't know why Ariel put that on here. Oh, gosh, dude. Scissors. Minute, please. There we go. Okay. A spiral notebook like this. And I've used it for the last few years. Couple of problems with it. So, I'm going to talk to you about that. I don't know how many of you camp or travel or whatever. So if you want to watch, keep watching. If not, thank you for coming by. Glad to see you. If you're here and you want to watch, thank you. And comment down below, say hello, and like the video and subscribe. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about my recent years of camping. I had a notebook just like this. And I think I threw it away actually because there's no reason to keep it. But anyway, this is flimsy. This is cardboard. It gets wet or paper start falling out. And that's what was happening with this. Now, I would make, for every year, I would fold it in half. We're done with that year. But I didn't want to get rid of it just in case I needed to look at it for the next year. So I would write down, you know, the month. We go June, July, August. So in June, I would write down June, the days, and kind of put like a small meal plan on here. And then I would put on the bottom of that, I would put Mom, Dad, Ariel, whatever, and how many days that we're going to be gone. June, it's usually, for Jeff, it's like 10 days or whatever, but for me, it's only like 4. So I'd write down, you know, shirts, pants, underwear, socks, you know, what you need for the camper. Because June, we're starting out fresh. I've taken stuff out in the fall. I go out and do an inventory of what I need to get. So I'd write that down on that page. Then there would be another page, a shopping list page. And then there would be a page of like last year's stuff I would bring over, of things that we had to get through the winter for the camper or whatever. That would be on a page. And so that's what I would do. So it would be, you know, say this was last year's. That's all folded over. Actually, it's more pages than that. It's probably more like quite a few pages, actually, quite a few. So this, I kept it up, but I would, like, because you can't rip out of here and put it back in. So I would go in the back and start writing down, like, craft ideas, stuff like that, all that in the back. So in the back would be that kind of stuff for each time I go up there. But anyway, it was getting ripped. It was getting, so I was like, I need something else to use for going up there. And I thought about using a planner, but I have no idea what kind of inserts to get. It would have to be a planner that has just lined paper in it, you know. So what I opted to do is I went down to my Family Dollar. I went down there and they have these like hard-covered notebooks, right? It's better than this spiral, right? It's smaller, but I grabbed this one for this year because it's got the leaves on it and I thought that would be cool for camping. This also has the little elastic on it, so it's not, if I put papers in here, it's not going to fall out. The only thing it doesn't have is a pencil holder, and I have, I don't know if it's in here or if I put it in the planner stuff. I might have put it in the planner stuff. I don't think it's in here. I think it's over there. Yeah, it's not. Let me go grab one. And by chance, I have a few left. So these. And I got them from Temu. And they are pen. How many do I got left? I got 3 left. Okay. So I'm gonna. They have really sticky on the back side of it, and I'm going to put this on here, so I can keep my pen or pencil on here. So we are going to do that right now, and we're going to put it up here because I don't want it. Well, I can do it in the middle. There. And it doesn't really take away from the design of it or whatever. And I have a pencil, but it's not in here. It is up on my desk, but it is one of these. I do everything in pencil. I hardly ever use pen unless it's going to be something I know that I don't have to change a lot. Like in my planner here, like birthdays, anniversaries, stuff that's perpetual, you know, then I write it in pen. So you can put I was putting it on just the inside, but it's warping it a little bit, but that's okay. So I wanted something to put the pencil in, and I'll probably put a piece of tape once I measure it, put a piece of tape around it because this could fall out. But I can still put, well, I could do that too. It'll hold it. So, okay. So I've got that done. So let me show you what I'm doing now. It's a lot more organized, at least I think so. So I'm starting off with June, because that's when we're going. Let me show you what I've done. I wrote down the dates. We happen to leave June 7th through the, well, he's leaving the 7th. I go up on the 11th to the 15th. Okay. So I write down the day right here, days of the week right there. And then I kind of like, we're having issues right now. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I try to get it like a game plan for a menu. So for the first 4 days, 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 days, he's up there with his buddy. They're going to eat breakfast and they're going to eat dinner. So I needed to find, 4 dinners for them. So I know they'll have steak one night. I know that they're going to have brats, hamburger, or hot dogs one night, and they'll have hamburgers another night. And then they usually go out to eat down to the restaurant. So and it doesn't matter what day I put this on because it could change for them. They may decide Saturday when they get up there to go out to eat instead of waiting. So, but I just put hot dogs, whatever. But what's happening, what I try to do, and then I try to figure out, okay, when I go up, I drive up, I don't want to cook. It's a 2-hour ride. I don't want to cook. So I will stop halfway and get something. Like if he wants KFC, it's just me and him. Get him KFC or Costa Vida or whatever. I'll stop and grab something. And then I want to do barbecue chicken. We'll have steak night, always on Friday. And then I figured out Saturday night, I want an easy dinner to clean up because I'm starting to get ready to leave the next day because you're supposed to leave by 11. So something easy, right? I'm also now trying to figure out drama time. I went out to the camper and put stuff in it, blah, blah, blah. Refrigerator doesn't work. Well, it comes on, the lights are on, it's not getting cold. So we have a refrigeration problem 4 days before he's supposed to leave. Not cool. So we ordered a new one. I hope it'll be here Friday. He leaves Saturday. Even if it comes Saturday morning, they can stay and put it in, whatever. So my dilemma is I have a little outdoor fridge in the camper, a little tiny freezer area. I cannot pack for 10 days right now. So I'm having to readjust stuff. So I'm trying to figure out what to put in there for him these first 4 days, and then I'll bring up what we're going to use the rest of the time. So the bratwurst, whatever, that can stay cold in that refrigerator. That can stay cold in there. The steak can stay cold in there. The hamburger patties can stay cold in there. I just don't want to leave them in a refrigeration state for that long because I don't want it to go bad. So I got to make sure everything's frozen, and we can put it in a cooler and leave it in the cooler and then take it out as he uses it. I'm trying to all drinks can go in a cooler. They can get ice, put drinks in there. I've got milk that I need to put in there, eggs, butter. And that's about all the room that there is. So I've had to readjust a little bit. So that's going to be fun. So that was fun. So then I kind of made a little list over on the side here of make sure I don't forget my radio, stuff that I need. Over here, I put the Wii in there. I don't leave the Wii in there in the winter time. I don't want nothing to happen to it, so I just bring it inside. Batteries, I already put those out there. You know, little stuff that I had carried over, like I said, what I'm going to need for the next year. I kind of put a little list over here. Vitamins, I wrote them down, and he's probably just going to take the bottles up. It's just easier to take the bottles. And then I wrote down mom and dad shirts, pants. I have a ton of shirts in there. I just needed to put shorts, a couple of socks, and a couple more shorts in there. He had shirts in there. He had some socks. So I put in his underwear, and his hoodie was already out there. He needs to make sure he has his shoes that he wants in there. I got to circle that because he takes his shoes out. And he's going to make sure he has his 2 pair of shoes that he wants. And then his pants. He already has a hat in there. So that's pretty much what happens in the first page. I just kind of write down specifics, kind of an overview. Now the second, on the back part, I go through and I'm like, okay, what paper products do I have? What do I need? Just a short list. I put that on the back. Medicines, paper products, Some of this is carried over from what I don't want to forget to put in for next year. And then I already have a page here, what to get. I already started it. What to get for next year or the next time we go up in July. Make sure that I fill this out. He has a notebook paper that he writes, because he watches regular TV while we're up there, and he sees the infomercials or whatever, and he makes notes. Oh, I want to go check this out. He'll write it down, stuff like that. So then we come to July. I started that. It's the same thing, what is on the menu that I want to do. We will have a refrigerator by then. Make sure that I have our vitamins and our cords. And then mom, dad for what to wear. Same kind of thing for August I have right here. I'll probably do a different menu. I don't know. We'll see. So you kind of guesstimate, like these first couple of pages are June, July, August. Easy setup. A menu, close. The next one is my shopping list. This is how I've done it. I've done it in categories. This works way better than what I used to do. And in the big spiral, I would just write down things. And it's like, I don't do that when I regular go shopping. Why am I doing that for this? I have categories. So that's what I did here. I have dairy, breads, cereal, drinks, snacks, produce. I put some medicine down here. Then I have meat, refrigerator stuff, and other freezer stuff, paper stuff. And I've already crossed off a lot of it for this trip, but I've also, there's things like I was going to make him boiled eggs. They have to be refrigerated. So I don't know if I'm going to have to be enough room. I got to actually go outside and open up that refrigerator and just look at it and see what I can do and call it good. They might not get them this time, you know, or I can put eggs in there and they can boil some when they go up, whatever. So I still have to get milk. That sliced cheese I need to put in there because they're going to have hamburgers, you know. I still have to get my breads, drinks. I still need to get a big thing of water. I can bring up my ginger ale when I go. I need to bring up a Mountain Dew for him and take it out there. Snacks, I already put theirs out there. I'll bring my stuff up when I come. Produce. I'm not going to have the refrigerator for it. Like oranges don't need to be refrigerated. A tomato does. Salad. So I'm going to have to figure this out. I don't know. And then there's still some medicine I have to get. So this is kind of my list. I will be taking this with me into town on Wednesday to pick up the rest of the stuff I need to get. But I have a feeling that I'm only going to end up getting I don't know. It makes it so rough. So, yeah. So that's what I do. And then I started July's shopping list. And I think I started August too. Yeah, August. August is right here. I haven't filled it out, but. And then I go up a couple of pages after I do that particular thing, because that's always going to be what you do. I'm going to fill out the first 3 months, 3 pages. Then the next page is going to be a shopping list for the first visit, and then a shopping list for the next visit, and a shopping list for the final visit. And then after that, so the first 6 or 7 pages, and then I put up there the craft box, which you guys have seen or will be seeing, is what I put in there for, I've got pencils, okay, crafting. That's generic, how I set it up. Now I can add to it for whatever project I want to take up with me. I don't think we're going to do anything in June. July and August, I'm there longer, so I'll probably do something. So it's just, I do have the projects for August because my friend comes up, and I already have those, and they're actually sitting right there. She wants to do a Halloween and a Christmas project, so I got 2 things for us to do. So one of the first days we're there, we can do that. If it's raining or whatever, we can do that. So I got those 2 projects. I'll probably make another project for July, but I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I might want to do my tag, but I'm just not sure about papers and stuff. And then we're supposed to get a boat vest. I didn't do that. There are 2 in there, so it'll be one for him, one for his friend. That's all we need right now, so I'm not worrying about it. And then I have a bunch of blank pages that I can do for the next few years that we go or whatever. Now in the back, like I said, I write to get 2026. So I put that in the back. And then as we get stuff or write down stuff. I mean, I did that up front here too. I do have a to get page. Where did I put it? Right here. So I do have one in the front too, but that's going to be more or less what to get for the next visit. Okay, this one is going to be for next year. So then after we're done, like, I'll leave a couple of pages, 2026. I'll put like a marker on it or whatever, and then I'll start writing in. I already have my dates and stuff for next year, and I can write them in the first 3 pages, you know, June, July, August. And then our to get thing, as we get it, I can cross it off, start making my shopping list, same kind of thing. So that will just go on. So that is my little planner book kind of thing. I can make, I mean, I can rip it out and put it back in here, but it's not going to stay very well. Like, that's why I put the to get list. When me and my friend go up there, we start making lists on what we should get for the campers. She's got a lot more gadgets than I do, which are way cool. My Amazon list for the camper is pretty big. She just has some cool gadget stuff that she's bought. And I'm like, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. But I haven't bought any of it. I did buy the headband radio thing. So anyway, that's our little camping book, so that you can see how I do that. And I will take it with me shopping. We'll just put that, well, I don't need that pencil. I have one upstairs, actually. So that is my little book. It's easy to take shopping with you, the whole bit. So I don't know if there'd be, like I said, a planner for that. And this, you know, it's hardcovered, so it's not really going to get destroyed like the other one. And if it does get dirty or wet, it's not a big deal. But I'm an A5 person. So that's kind of this size. That's the size I'm using for my planner. You know, I'm kind of an A5 girl. Personal planner, could use that too. I mean, it's small, and that would work for this, but I kind of like to write a little big. So there we go. There's my camper book. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe you've got some ideas on inserts that if I decide I want to do a planner, let me know down below so I can go look at them and see if it'll work, you know. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and we will see you again soon. Bye now.